Hello everybody, welcome to another edition of the Sit-Downs with yours truly, R. Adrianus, novelist and horrible uploader of videos on time. I do apologize to everybody. We didn't do a sit-downs last week. It was a crazy week. A lot of stuff came up. Very busy. But we're back on track. It is Wednesday, so we're going to be doing a fresh sit-downs. And for today's sit-downs, it's almost appropriate that I didn't upload a video last week because the subject for today is the idea of in-between writing. In-between writing is kind of abstract. I've done a few abstract little theses on the sit-downs, but what I mean by in-between writing is what you do in the time when you're not in front of that keyboard, in front of that screen, typewriter, if you're very old school that way. What do you do to pass the time? Do you use it productively? Do you use it for recreation when you're not writing? I know for me, in between writing, it means a lot of time for me to brainstorm, for me to kind of just absorb things so I can think of whatever it is I want to write for, maybe an upcoming act, an upcoming scene. It could just be kind of just to relax, let the mind unwind a little bit. I didn't mean to rhyme. Yeah, so like I said, it's very abstract. In between writing, for me, it actually almost seems like a not vacation. I really enjoy writing. I really enjoy, getting my thoughts down, getting the story down, and just finishing up with whatever tale that I'm undertaking. I really love my characters. They're a part of me, so I want to put them down, and I want them to breathe. And so whenever I don't let my characters breathe, during the in-between writing phases, I don't feel like I'm breathing, and I feel like I'm almost kind of constricted after a while. I need to get some words down, and I feel like almost like I'm being lazy. It's just maybe that's just my thing. I know I've met a lot of people who are writers, or at least they've undertaken writing to some degree. They may not be writers, to the heart of them, but they do write on a fairly regular basis, but they do really enjoy the in-between writing phase, that time when they don't have to do anything, and they think it's really great. A lot of them, they kind of give themselves the opportunity to just kind of cool off, cool their proverbial jets because they've just been running on all cylinders. That I just juxtapose two mechanical things that should not have been done so. And yeah, cylinders and jets. Anyway, yeah. The in-between writing, it's kind of a 50-50, I think. I like it and don't like it. It does give me time to kind of, relax. It gives me time to kind of rally myself. Others, it's a time to relax and just kind of forget about the stresses of writing, because writing is stressful. It's good stress because you're challenging yourself. You want to create these stories, or if you're examining something, if you're writing about something that it's not creative writing, it's expositional writing, then that's great too. But yeah, it is a challenging task. So the in-between writing, it could be a vacation. It can be a moment to meditate on what you want to write for the future. It's really, give or take. Like I said, it's very abstract. It's almost like, what do you do when you're not working? Well, when I'm not working, just at the library, or when I'm not working at my job or something, it's like, I'm just relaxing. I'm just hanging out and trying to enjoy my free time. And oftentimes, some people think that writing, occupational writing is something that they want to get away from. But me, I invite the opportunity to have writing as something that's occupational. At this point, it's a pilgrimage for me. It's not recreational. It is occupational, but for myself. Sometime in the future, it will hopefully be something that's professionally occupational, and that's the goal, and that's a lot of people's goals. And so I'm with you on that one. So when we have the in-between time, we don't like the in-between time. We want it to make the writing time, but that gets tiresome too. So we need to kind of just recharge our batteries. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this little abstract exposition on in-between writing for the sit-downs. Once again, sorry for the late upload, but we are going to be doing a review today. We're going to be doing a pair of reviews, as I like to do, because, I don't like to give you guys just one thing, because that's kind of sucky. It's like, oh, yeah, here's some thoughts on this, and oh, we're done, alright. There you go. Move on. No, we're going to be doing two reviews today. I'm going to be reviewing the most previous arc by Brian Posehn and Gary Dugan's Deadpool run that's currently published under Marvel now. Maybe I'm sure a lot of you have read it, and it's amazing. It's called The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. So take that as you will, and I'll explain later today in the review. We'll be uploading that later. And coupled with that review, we're going to be doing a review of Guillermo del Toro's and Chuck Hogan's The Strain. It was a vampire apocalypse novel written or published in 2009. Just finished reading it. I thought it was great. There's the review. Again, I have a habit of doing that. I have the habit of giving you guys the review in one word. Great. No. We'll be more in depth later. But keep an eye out for that. We'll be posting that later today. But until then, thanks guys. Enjoy your in-between time between now and then. Peace and love.